You know, we all go through tragedy in life. That's just the sad realization of what life is, right? And unfortunately for me, recently, more specifically last night, July 25th, 2024, I had a tragedy of my own. And I want to talk to you guys about it because it really hits my heart quite a little bit. And if you read the title, you know that my 43-inch 4 Series TCL TV decided to go and meet the great big capacitor in the sky. And I want to tell you guys exactly how it happened because the story in itself is kind of interesting. Now, if we're being serious for a moment, this is wild because I haven't even had this TV for 2 years yet. I bought this on Black Friday in 2022. So this TV is not even 2 years old yet, and it already died on me. And here's what happened last night. See, I was getting ready for bed. Just got out of the shower, and I was ready to put on my favorite true crime podcast, Morbid, with my girls Ash and Elena. I love true crime, and I was getting ready to listen to some mysteries before bed. And I decided to watch the podcast on YouTube. Granted, it's just kind of like an audio-visual version of the podcast. It's not an actual, video discussion version of the podcast. But I was, listening to it. Everything was cool. And this is where it got strange to me. Because up until last night, this TV, for the 2 or year and a half that I've had it, has worked wonderfully. I love TCL, kind of, because my TV in my game room is a 50-inch TCL 4 Series that I bought all the way back in 2018, and it still works wonderfully. Knock on some kind of wood, because I will always jinx myself. Now, that's why I decided to go with a newer version of the 4 Series when I bought this on Black Friday, and TCL is always kind of a cost-efficient budget TV. And this, I don't really game on this TV. I have some mini consoles hooked up here, but they really go on once in a blue moon. So, for just like a TV to watch before bed, I was like, okay, 43-inch, 4 Series, fine, because the game room is reliable. So, last night I'm watching the podcast, right? Or listening to the podcast, and you know how YouTube does ads. An ad came on, and it was, a normal YouTube ad, cool, whatever. And the ad finished, and it seemed as if, it was going to go back to the podcast. But then the TV just kind of went black and, in a way, shut off. So I thought it was nothing at first. I thought maybe it was just buffering because sometimes, these TVs do that when they're trying to load videos. And then it was like 2 minutes later, I was like, all right, where's my podcast, right? And it just wasn't coming on. So I looked and I was like, oh, the TV's off, but my remote is sitting on my little night table. Is my condo haunted? I don't doubt that, but did someone else shut off the TV? And what had happened, apparently, was, from what I was reading online, the backlight must have blown out. Because I was able to press the buttons on the remote and still kind of hear the menus moving and the sound. So the TV was on. So this is what happens. Let's see if I can kind of show a little bit of a demonstration here. It'll turn on, but it flashes for that quick second, if you noticed. And then you hear it, the TV's technically on. What's weird to me, though, thinking about the backlight burning out, or the LEDs burning out, because I guess with an LED TV, it's not like an actual backlight, it's the LED strips, is the fact that it does come on, and for that split second that you see it, let's see if I can do it again. I guess not. But for that split second that you can see it, the backlight kind of looks fine, right? But I guess something else might be airing it out. I thought maybe it could have been just software glitch. So I decided to power cycle the TV. Leave it unplugged for like 20 minutes as I'm already kind of late going to bed. But I was like, I got to get this thing working. Power cycle didn't work. So then I was thinking, maybe there's some kind of electromagnetic discharge going on. Let's find the combination to discharge the TV, which what I found online was unplug it, hold the power button for like 30 seconds, leave it off for 30 minutes, see if it's all good. Because that kind of mocked symptoms of what electronic discharge has done for me in the past, and that didn't fix it. So, unfortunately, the warranty ended about 7 months ago. Actually, a little bit longer, maybe 8, because it was only a 1-year warranty, which really bummed me out. Now, this was only like a $218 TV when I got it, But comparatively to the 4 series that I have in the game room, the picture quality on this was so much better, so much brighter, and I guess that kind of shows what technology can do over the course of, I don't know, 4 years from when I bought this. So I already went and ordered a new TV, and it is another TCL 4 series. It's a 2023 model, so it is a little bit newer because I like TCL. You know, right now, up until last night, I was at 100% satisfaction with them. Now I'm at 50-50 because this TV died within 2 years, and the other one's still running 5 years later. Actually, almost 6 years later, because I got that in 2019 or 2018. And I want to pretty much take this one down, show you guys the new one when it comes in tomorrow. So this is going to be like a little bit of a edited video because I'm definitely going to be wearing something different tomorrow. And let's see how well that one goes. And are we going to have any mishaps in shipping? Because I did get it from Amazon because it was on sale. So let's get into it. All right, you can see the new TVs here. Let's get this beast hooked up. Now I'm hoping I can do this without the need of another person to help me because mounting the TVs can be tough, but TCL TVs, at least the 4 series, are relatively light, so we should be able to do this all on its own. All right, so the new TV's up. It did take a little bit longer than I wanted it to, only because, one, I forgot that with the mounting bracket I have on here, you can actually take it off the swivel arm and mount it directly on the TV. I was trying to hold the TV up and screw it in. Took a little bit of time. And then I realized that the screws, or I guess the bezel for this TV, it doesn't fit with the original screws I had on the old TV. So I had to go scurrying around to try to find bolts or whatnot that would hold this TV into place. But it is up. It is ginormous compared to what I'm used to. So that's going to be kind of interesting to be playing around with and like laying in bed and seeing such a big screen in a relatively decent sized bedroom. But I'll go ahead, get this set up. You know, I guess I wasn't expecting a new present this week, but here we go. Thank you for watching, guys. I'm going to end it here. I got to set this up. The mount also, too, isn't fully stable, so if I even move this just a little bit, the TV goes, like, in a downward view, and I don't want to play with it as much. It is off-center compared to, like, how I had everything set up, but I guess that's just, you know, the way the cookie crumbles when mounting a bracket previously for a 32-inch TV and now moving it all the way up to a 50-inch. As always, like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, I'll catch you later. See ya. Bye.